Hi everybody, welcome back to Reba the Gardening Artist. Well, my garden has been quite neglected and everything has been moved around quite a bit in the garden. Pots and everything are moved around and the grass is really tall and everything is in such a manner that it's really hard to mow the lawn. And so everything is really disheveled and not ideal. So I'm doing a thing yet again, like I always do in my garden, where I move the pots around. And I will be doing some moving today of some of the pots, but I'm going to try to be very careful and not hurt myself and that sort of thing. But here's some cute clips of the kitties in the tall grass in the garden. Enjoy. So this winter we had some windstorms come through and they ripped the zip ties down and really messed up the black privacy type fencing stuff that we have up. As you can see, maybe you can or you cannot, I don't know, but you can actually kind of see through the mesh a little bit, so it's not like, it just adds a little bit of privacy. You can still see through it unless you have like 2 layers of it. If there's 2 layers, you can't see through it at all. But I have mostly just 1 layer, and then when you come around to the back side of the fencing, we've got the whole Scotch broom forest now, and it's quite tall, which is really nice. It's like probably at least 8 feet tall now, and it is creating quite a nice amount of privacy. It was in bloom like a month and a half ago, pretty heavily. I think all the blooms are gone now, but it was bright yellow back there, which was kind of pretty. And this year, I think this was the second year that the blooms haven't bothered me, but the first year, oh my goodness, my allergies were off the charts, like crazy bad. So yeah, so this is a pile of gardening stuff from out here in the garden, and it's actually piled on top of a exercise mat that my son had out in the garden to exercise on, and we just been mowing around it. So I need to get that cleaned up probably in the evening on some day in the future. And that way it's cooler and not too hot. I'll probably look at the forecast and see which day is gonna be pretty nice to do that kind of a thing, because I don't want to be out here on a day where it's like super hot. Now we are in the Pacific Northwest, so typically our summers are not as hot as, say, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, you know, all the places where it gets really super hot. Our summers are generally not as hot as other people's, but my body has now adapted over the last 10 years of living here to the climate here. So anything over, I would say, over 80, 5 is kind of getting a little bit warm for me, and my body has never really responded well to high heat ever, even when I lived and grew up in California, when I was experiencing 112 degree summers. I never did well in the heat. In fact, I would spend my whole summer sleeping. I didn't get a lot done. I would have to wake up early because it would get hot early. But then I would be drowsy all day long from the heat. Like, I literally could never get anything done. So I don't know what that means. So it always makes me super tired. So maybe I should look that up. If anybody has any ideas of why somebody gets super tired from the heat, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it always makes me so tired, and I never liked how I feel when I get that way. And we've had a couple warm days this year, and I haven't liked how that makes me feel. So I really kind of like that we don't have a ton of hot days in the Pacific Northwest, especially in the region where I am living. But my garden is quite neglected. I think I've possibly lost a couple of my trees, and maybe more, probably a few, and possibly some of my other items in my garden, which is kind of sad. I was really depressed about coming out here to water because it was really kind of difficult maneuvering around in the garden to actually do the watering, and I was really discouraged to come out here to even water, to be honest. So I finally just came out here and wanted to try to start doing some things. So the other day I came out and started mowing this back section of the garden, and when my husband got home he came and had our sons come and help finish some of the mowing. It's not perfect. There's still some tall grass here and there, but the grass was significantly high. So that's to be expected, that you can't get it all because it lays over quite nicely whenever the grass is super tall. So I had gotten these this long garage mat type thing because I'm really sick and tired of having to move the pots just to mow. I'm finding it extremely annoying. And when I have to move the pots to mow, I have to move the pots. And then you have to weed eat around them, and the crabgrass actually grows up into the holes, the drain holes in the bottom of the pots, and gets into the pots, and then they fill with crabgrass with all of my plants. And it has been such a struggle for the last 10 years with all my plants, having that happen to them. Like right here, this is a prime example. This pot right here is full of crabgrass. I hate the stuff. It's horrible. That's why I just started planting mint in my yard and saying I don't even care. I'll let the mint take over the crabgrass every day, any day. So, but now I'm expecting, I think today I am expecting few more of these black mats to come so that I can put the rest of my pots from the garden in on top of them. And my husband was really liking what I had done before, where I kind of created this little courtyard. So what I'm thinking about doing is on this section here, overlapping just slightly right here and having it stretch over this direction. And but I want to leave an opening because I want to get new tires or new wheels for my son's bike that's right there, and I want to get some WD-40 because I think it got left out in the rain, and put that on the chain. And I guess not tires, but I think I need to get new tubes for the bike. And then that way my son can actually ride in a circle around the garden. So I left like a big open space over here so we can mow around all the pots. And then I'm gonna end up moving these over here over into a different section. I was using an old rug that we had in the house, and I will probably end up removing this, but I'm not gonna worry about doing that right away. But we will see what happens, but I'm definitely gonna move it eventually and get it out of here. That way the grass can grow again. But I would like to have like a little courtyard. I also got some new zip ties to fix what the wind had blown down right here. So I've got some metal zip ties to use because those are the only ones that didn't break. So I have some down here and those did not break at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace all the plastic zip ties with metal zip ties, and that will work, you guys. So sorry about not making any videos for people who have loved coming to my channel. And I gotta go check on the kitties now, and hopefully they haven't escaped the yard. So anyways, love what you grow and grow what you love, and God bless. Bye, you guys.